Unions and I have never gotten along. In my profession as a teacher, I've seen too many teachers get burned because the union made some kind of decision with regards to work stoppages and such like that, and the teachers end up paying the price for it. But even in the larger scheme of things, when I was applying for jobs much younger, some of those jobs required that I join the union. I decided not to work for those companies. I took my skills somewhere else. But what happens if through the political process, the unions basically usurped your choice and forced you to be a member of the union without your knowledge and without your consent? Well, that's what's happened in Michigan with regards to daycare providers. You see, the daycare providers provide a service and have a relationship between them and their clients, i.e. the parents of the children in their charge. But because of the economic situation, some of these parents had their daycare expenses subsidized by the state. This is where the union stepped in and said, hey, if these people are getting state money, they must be state employees. And, well, since we have a monopoly on state employees, they must be members of our union. In fact, they even went through the facade of having the daycare providers vote on whether to join the union. 6,000 daycares decided to join. 34,000 had no idea what was going on. It doesn't seem like a fair situation where 6,000 voted yes and 34,000 knew nothing about the vote at all. Is that even amenable to our society? The whole notion of freedom of association. Can someone be forced to join a union, not only without their knowledge, but even on a grander scale, without even their consent? Well, lawsuits are certainly flying back and forth. And the whole thing, of course, is political in nature. Because how is this union being paid for, these union dues? Through the state treasuries. What's happening is these daycare providers, their reimbursements for the services they're providing to the parents, the union dues are being deducted from that as a courtesy from the state. These businesses, which had a relationship between them and the parents, just because the parents are having someone else pay for it, does not change the relationship between them and their clients. Where the money comes from really shouldn't be an issue, so long as they're being paid for their services and being paid for what value they're providing. So what's going to happen? Well, other than the lawsuits, how many of these daycare providers are going to say, no, we're not going to join the union. In fact, we're just not going to take any more customers that have that public funding aspect of it. No, if you want our services, you're going to have to pay cash up front. Imagine what devastating effect that's going to have to those people that need the daycare for them to have a job. No, the union is only trying to line its own nest, and in many cases at the expense of its other members.